So again on elements of Earth's magnetic field. If you look into the Earth's magnetic field, one of the most important element you study is the dip angle. And I told you it is measured with the help of a dip circle. A dip circle is nothing but a magnetic needle which is kept in vertical plane. So if you were to look into the Earth, and that's your as usual your geographic north and south, right? And right, that there is an angle between the geographic axis and the magnetic axis, which is 11.3 degrees. Now, the point being talked about is the dip angle. So if you keep that dip circle as the reference, and this is your geographic equator, and maybe this is your magnetic equator. What you find is that if you have your compass, which is in a vertical plane, and the dip circle is being used to measure the angle of dip. So when it is at the equator, what you find is that there is no dip in the circle. So if you are keeping your magnetic needle in a particular manner, this is the way you keep it, this angle is not changing. So there is no dip which is coming like this. Okay, there is no dip. And when you reach the the poles, what you find is that it is completely it dips and it twists, and it the needle is practically like this. Okay, for all practical purposes, the needle is now getting vertical. Okay, so this is the same dip circle which I've shown you, but the needle this time is kept in a manner that it looks vertical. So here we say that the angle is 0 degrees. The dip angle is 0 degrees, but on the poles, the dip angle is 90 degrees, right? So the angle of dip on Earth varies from 0 to 90 degrees. This should be understood by you. Obviously, you can keep your dip circle here and call this angle as minus 90 degrees and so on and so forth. But for all practical purposes, it varies from 0 to 90 degrees because you're measuring it from, the equator to the axis, which is your, the north and south magnetic axis, which is where you keep it. So I hope this helps you. This is a one marker conceptual question that you can expect as to what is the angle of dip at equator and at the poles. Thank you very much.